I noticed a familiar sound on our street a few days ago. A neighbor was out edging his lawn and fired up his leaf blower. If you're a little less excited about lawn care, it could be your gear is making the job harder than it has to be. At Saul's, you can save big on some of the best brands around. General Manager John Deneen is here to bling it on. Hello, John.
Good morning.
Have you started on your lawn yet?
You know what? I have. This past Sunday. I know. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I can't believe we're even talking about this and we're in March still. I mean, and that's why I was kind of holding back, but so many people were out and about, and this weather, and then the grass is turning green. I'm like, we've got to get this going because we're starting to pull up so much inventory that we got to get it moving. So
yes, and so this is the time of year where people think about upgrading from what they already have.
Correct.
And maybe they're ready to make an investment in like a better brand, for example, because this is one of those categories almost like electronics where brands can matter.
They really do.
So what do you have at Saul's?
Well, you know, and just like these pictures are kind of showing, I couldn't bring everything that we have in our warehouse.
A zero-turn radius mower into the studio.
It would have been very difficult, but we definitely do have them. So the biggest thing is not only from commercial usage, but we have tons of residential stuff. So like these bigger, larger Scag, zero-turn mowers for a lot of the lawn companies around here. You know, I get a lot of companies that call us and go, you know, do you carry big, heavy commercial machinery like this? Because going and purchasing something like that machine right there, you're looking at $12,000, $13,000, which for somebody starting a small business right now is a lot of money. So you come to us, these products are just as good, and you're spending a fraction of the cost. Like
an example for, well, I mean, a tiller like this, or let's say you're getting a lawnmower. I know Mike got a new new one from you last year. What are some of the brands we would get in the price range for
You know, like
those?
this one we're showing here, Troy-Bilts, Craftsman, Still, Husqvarna. We get large brand names that are definitely larger. Like this piece here, this tiller would run you roughly, say, right around $700 to $800 in a retail setting. With us, you're looking right around $300.
Oh, wow.
So those people that have the small little gardens in their backyards that want to, you know, not spend a ton of money, because this is once again a piece that you're only going to use maybe 2-3 times a year.
And you're not going out there with a mattock or a hoe and trying to dig up that. Come on,
it's not
guys.
worth it. So
work smart.
We want to make sure when you come in, you know what you're buying, but also too, we have mechanics on staff that we're going to go through all of our items, make sure that they are running perfect. We do understand these are, you know, engine, oil, gas type of items that could have issues, and so we stand fully behind them, great warranties with them. But like you even mentioned earlier, if you have your old one and you just want to upgrade, bring them in, because I want to buy those as well.
You can trade it up or get credit essentially from that item you're taking in and then apply it towards something a little bit nicer.
That's a little bit nicer, that's maybe a little bit newer, because just like technology, lawn equipment is changing every year as well. They're coming out with newer things, hydrostatic, you know, this and that. So we'll walk you through everything there. But also, too, for the person that just wants something maybe for a rental home or an apartment.
Or I think about people who are buying their first home, and the last that you don't have money to spend on like everything all at once, but you still need the equipment to take care of your home. Saul's is a smart place to shop.
It's a great place to save money, because you're right. You're talking about lawnmowers, weed eaters, hedge trimmers, all those things you need just to keep regular maintenance up. But you could start talking $500, $600, $700 when you're adding all those items in. Come into us and I'll get you all 3 or 4 of those items for under a couple $100.
That's because you're the man.
We try.
The last time you were here, John, you brought in a gorgeous bracelet unlike anything I'd ever seen before, and it's because of the stones.
It really is. And I say this a lot, but we get so many phone calls. This piece in general, though, you know, before I even got out of the studio last week, people were calling, that multicolored piece that you gave to Mary, we need it, we need it. This is just an amazing 14 karat. There's a ½ carat of round brilliant diamonds around the edges there. Those are all genuine tourmaline gemstones in there. We talked about it last week, from yellows to reds to blues to oranges. All the different colors that you see in a rainbow, plus some, are right there in one bracelet.
And I want to show that is the clasp.
Yes.
It is completely seamless. I mean, every link is just covered in gems.
You could not tell where that starts or ends, and that's what's perfect about that piece. But it's also with those diamonds around the edges, they designed that to make that a very, you know, hardy piece that if you're going to be knocking it around, like a lot of bracelets do happen to get, that's going to hold in very well, so those tourmalines are going to be protected.
And it is the amount of gold on this piece, ladies, on the inside, it is smooth as silk. Help us appreciate the value on it, John.
Once again, we talked about list retail is right around $9,000. For our viewers, $3,500.
Oh, be still my heart.
It is
Okay.
just a gorgeous
I'm
piece.
sending the bracelet back with John. It'll be
Yes.
near the 120th and Center location today. But he brought in a pendant for me to wear this next week. Tell us about it.
You know, once again, another 14 karat yellow gold. This is kind of like a flower pendant. You know, right there, you can't see the just a large amount of detail that pendant does have, but there's almost 3.5 carats worth of yellow diamonds set around white. I know. You look at that piece and you go, no, there can't be that many diamonds.
Yes.
There's over 60 diamonds right around that center of the white diamonds in the middle there, which is about 1/4 of a carat. So just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece and gorgeous price point.
Alive. I love that.
It really does. It
You're
sits well.
welcome. I tweet close-up pictures on occasion of the jewelry that John brings me, so you can get a closer look there. You can also find him on Twitter and on Facebook, and then online at saulsjewelryandloan.net. 5 locations in the area all ready to help you take care of your lawn this summer. Thank you, John.
Thank you once again.
Great to see you.
You as well.
Well, guests of the Morning Blend.